Counterattack on the Gods. Chapter 1, The Glory of the Past. In an unknown high school new area in the south, there was once a teenager who was respected by everyone as a god of learning, Guru Feng. Guru Feng is a role model in the eyes of everyone in the school, not only talented, but also mild-mannered, always with a always calm face. Whether it's the math competition or the physics Olympiad, he always gets on the podium with ease, and although he has consistently outperformed most others, he never shows superiority. On the contrary, Guru Feng always likes to say to those students who have not yet reached his level, if you work hard, you can be as good as me. However, such an aura has never been able to hide one of the facts: Guru Feng has never felt that he really has a competitor. His world is unparalleled. This sense of superiority led him to sink into a quagmire of complacency, and he ignored the dangers that might lurk around him. Chapter 2, An Unexpected Turn. One day in his third year of high school, Guru Feng saw a familiar name on the award wall in the school again, Li Che. This classmate with a strange name is not surprising, but he is Guru Feng's opponent who competed with him for the first place in the mathematics competition that year. That year, although Guru Feng successfully won the first place, Li Che was second by a slight margin, and when the award was presented, his eyes were full of unwillingness. Guru Feng no longer paid attention to that scene, because for him, it was just a small confrontation. However, in the following semester, a shocking news began to come from the school: transfer student Li Che was coming to this school. This news was like a bomb, which made Guru Feng a little stunned. He understood that Li Che's arrival was undoubtedly a potential threat. This opponent he once touched his head turned out to be his most direct competitor. The moment Li Che walked into the class, Guru Feng noticed his calm eyes, which did not have the youthful and unwilling eyes of the past, but were as calm as water, and even had a trace of confidence. Li Che was wearing a simple school uniform, without any special decorations on his body, but he seemed to have an aura that could not be ignored. When the teacher introduced Li Che, he especially mentioned that he had participated in mathematics competitions in other schools and had won the respect of many young students. When Guru Feng heard this, he felt a little uneasy in his heart. He didn't expect that this former opponent would appear again at such a time. Chapter 3, The Controversy of Learning God. Li Che is not the kind of person who attracts everyone's attention as soon as he comes. On the contrary, he is a little low-key. Although he has excellent grades, he always hides in an inconspicuous corner and does not confront Guru Feng head-on. Halfway through the semester, the joint entrance examination came, and in this fateful game, Guru Feng thought that he would easily get the first place again. However, when the exam results were announced, his heart trembled. He looked at the ranking on the report card, and the field of second place was impressively written, Li Che. Guru Feng's eyes couldn't believe it. He was confident that he would definitely maintain the first position, but he didn't expect to lose to this transfer student. When he compared the results of the two again, he couldn't help but feel a sense of loss and unwillingness in his heart. At that moment, he finally understood that Li Che was not just his competitor, but also a time bomb that challenged his world. And this bomb has already quietly exploded under his nose. Chapter 4, Competition and Growth. Since that joint entrance examination, Guru Feng's mentality has begun to change. He no longer enjoyed the sense of superiority as he had in the past, but often fell into comparisons with Li Che. He began to study hard, trying to catch up with Li Che, only to find that no matter how hard he tried, Li Che could always surprisingly surprise him in the next test. Once, Guru Feng saw Li Che quietly doing math problems in the study room. When he approached, Li Che's gaze did not leave the test paper, but said lightly, "Classmate Gu, I admire your efforts, but can you learn so quickly? Is it really talent?" This sentence made Guru Feng stunned. He never imagined that Li Che would see himself like this. Guru Feng came back to his senses and smiled indifferently. "Hard work is a must, but talent is also there. You should know better than I do." Li Che nodded slightly, his eyes full of understanding. "Perhaps, but the real knowledge is not to see who can be the first, but to see who can go further. If you're just chasing rankings, you're always at the starting point." When Guru Feng heard this, his heart was a little touched. Perhaps, he has always neglected the most essential thing, the true meaning of learning. Chapter 5, reconciliation and reconciliation. As time passed, the rivalry between Gu Rufeng and Li Che gradually became delicate. Gu Rufeng went from anxiety and jealousy at the beginning, to later thinking and reflection. He gradually understood the deep meaning of what Li Che said. The true meaning of learning is not to chase rankings, but to constantly break through himself. One day, Gu Rufeng suddenly found Li Che after class. Li Che, I always thought that you were my opponent before, but now I know that you are not only an opponent, but also the driving force for my growth. Li Che smiled indifferently. You didn't grow up because of me, but your own inner desire made you continue to surpass. Competition is important, but in the end, it is yourself who can determine whether a person grows or not. Gu Rufeng stood in front of Li Che and nodded slightly, his heart full of gratitude. He finally understood that this competition, for him, was not only a duel with Li Che, but also a contest with his own heart. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 6, No Longer a Scholar. In the final college entrance examination, Gu Rufeng and Li Che fought side by side, and the difference in scores between the two was not large. When the results were announced, Gu Rufeng looked at Li Che's report card, and the corners of his mouth rose slightly. Li Che, congratulations. Gu Rufeng smiled and said sincerely. Li Che looked at him, and a faint trace of gratitude flashed in his eyes. Gu Rufeng, for this period of time, thank you for having you. They are not rivals competing with each other, but partners in each other's growth. Gu Rufeng finally realized that the so-called god of learning should not actually be standing above everyone, but being able to lead himself and others to make continuous progress, break through himself, and surpass the past. Gu Rufeng is no longer the learning god who stands on the altar, but like Li Che, he has gradually grown into a stronger and more mature person. Chapter 7, A New Page. After the college entrance examination, Gu Rufeng and Li Che did not focus only on the upcoming admission letter like many people. Instead, the two decide to use this time to do something they didn't have the chance to do in the past. Gu Rufeng chose to join a mathematics research group and began to explore the theory and philosophy behind mathematics. He is no longer just obsessed with competitions and rankings, but wants to understand the true meaning of mathematics. He discovered that mathematics is not only about problem-solving skills, but also about endless beauty and creativity. In the process, he gradually let go of his past conceit and learned to be humble and inquisitive. Li Che chose to travel. He told Gu Rufeng, I think that only by seeing more of the world can we truly understand the depth of knowledge. He traveled deep into remote mountain villages, visited mathematicians and physicists from all over the world, and experienced the boundlessness of knowledge. After this period of study and precipitation, Li Che has become deeper and wiser. The paths they have chosen seem to be different, but in fact, they are both working towards a common goal, to surpass their past selves and become real scholars, not just scholars in the ranks. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 8, The Encounter of the University. Time flies like a white horse, and after the college entrance examination, Gu Rufeng and Li Che respectively received admission letters from top universities in China. Gu Rufeng chose to major in mathematics, while Li Che decided to apply for physics. Although they have entered different fields, they all know that this is just a new beginning in their lives. In the first year of university, Gu Rufeng's studies were still outstanding and his grades were excellent, but he found that his understanding of learning became more and more profound, and he no longer simply pursued scores and rankings. He began to attend various academic lectures, discuss the philosophical significance of mathematics, and even have in-depth ideological collisions with professors. Li Che is not as distracted as Gu Rufeng. His path to physics is still full of challenges, but he has not given up the possibility of exploring other fields. He discovered that there was a deep connection between physics and mathematics, and that the intersection of the two was far richer than he had imagined. He began to constantly search for the intersection of mathematics and physics, trying to find a deeper understanding. The two still keep in touch, although they are no longer in the same school. Whenever there is a major breakthrough or confusion, Gu Rufeng and Li Che will always communicate with each other and share each other's experiences. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 9, Breaking Through. In the second year of college, Gu Rufeng participated in the selection of the National Mathematics Competition, which was a new challenge for him. This time, he no longer competed as a scholar, but faced the problem as a real scholar. He no longer cares about his ranking, but just focuses on the solution of each problem, and in the process realizes the beauty of mathematics itself. However, the competition turned out to be an important turning point in his life. At one crucial point, he encountered an extremely complex mathematical problem that caused him to pause for a long time. Just when everyone thought he couldn't solve the puzzle, he suddenly had a flash of inspiration and found the answer. This is not only a breakthrough in problem solving, but also a breakthrough in his own cognition. Guru Feng realizes that mathematics does not always rely on techniques and formulas, but also on inspiration and creativity. At this moment, his knowledge has also moved from the limitations of the past to infinite possibilities. Li Che also ushered in his own breakthrough during this time. He found that many problems in physics cannot be solved by mathematical formulas alone, but also require a deep understanding of the laws of nature. He began to focus on the field of quantum physics, and at an international physics conference, he presented a research paper on quantum entanglement, which received great attention from the academic community. Both have reached the pinnacle of their respective disciplines, but they know that this is not the end, but a new beginning. Their path of study is still continuing, and all this is the result of their continuous surpassing of themselves. Chapter 10, The Collision of Academic Circles. Over time, Guru Feng and Li Che gradually made their mark in the academic world. Their names began to appear frequently in academic journals and they discussed the latest research results with each other at international conferences. Guru Feng began to develop into the intersection of quantum mathematics and topology, while Li Che made breakthroughs in the field of quantum physics, and the cooperation between the two in the academic community became more and more frequent. One day, the two met at an international academic conference. Guru Feng walked up to Li Che and said with a smile, "Our competition at the beginning may be the starting point for me to move towards academics. And today, we are standing here, no longer competitors, but fellow travelers side by side." Li Che nodded, his eyes full of deep thought. "That's right, Guru Feng. We are no longer the two young people we used to be. Today, what we are pursuing is no longer ranking, but the exploration of the truth of the world." They stood there, looking at the academic stage in the distance, and knew in each other's hearts that this competition had long passed, and now they have a common goal, that is, to explore the unknown world, surpass their past selves, and use their wisdom and strength to contribute to the future of mankind. Chapter 11, Never Stop. Guru Feng and Li Che did not stop, and their names continue to shine in the academic world. Their cooperation and exchanges have brought new breakthroughs to the intersection of mathematics and physics, and also lit the way forward for countless young scholars around the world. However, regardless of their achievements, Guru Feng and Li Che knew that the pursuit of knowledge never ended. The answer to every question will lead to more unknowns, and every breakthrough will usher in more challenges. What they pursue is not only rank and status, but also a relentless search for truth. Guru Feng stood at the pinnacle of academics, looked back on the past, and finally understood that those former competitions and challenges had already become the most valuable assets in his life. All this has led him to a broader world, and this road will never stop.